4.6 plus 6.5 equals $11.1 billion and Social Security's major problem exposed. I have all the details and exactly what you need to know right here in the video. Let's get right into it. I know in this video, I do want to share with you the details of a new report that was released exposing Social Security's major problem affecting millions upon millions of beneficiaries at a tune of $11.1 billion last year alone and well over $23 billion in total. This is certainly something I want to bring to your attention because this is affecting the lives of millions upon millions of beneficiaries, and this is a not good situation. Like I said, why we are exposing the details right here in this video, as well as that article that I do want to bring to your attention right here as well. This is something that's been in the headlines a lot as of recently, and a House Ways and Means Committee even had a meeting about this, talking about it a few weeks ago. Let's get into it and talk through all the details. Really fast before we do, thanks for joining me. If you have not done so yet, make sure to do yourself a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button right down below the video. It is totally 100% free to do so. I'm here for you right by your side every single day, advocating on your behalf, keeping you updated with what's actually going on, doing all the research that you don't need to, and bringing it to you in these short videos, again, so you can stay posted on what's actually going on and anything popping up that may impact you, your money, your benefits, your lifestyle, your bank account, and anything showing up you can possibly grab and or take advantage of, including money, benefits, raises to benefits, checks, programs, stimulus, anything else like that. Of course, I will be the first to tell you about it right here in these videos. So again, subscribe down below, totally free, and also share this video with your friends, family, and social media. Thanks, truly appreciate it. Let's get into it and talk about the details of this report, why we need to talk about this, why this is so incredibly important, and why this needs to be exposed, because if you don't hear it from me, and if you don't hear it from the articles that are out there, you're probably not going to hear it on your local news, and Social Security is certainly not going to send you a letter and say, hey, we messed up, unless they want to get something from you, like money out of your bank account or out of your pocket, okay? That's why I want to bring this to your attention. All right, so we've got a lot to talk about here in this video, and again, this has been in the headlines over the last couple months here, and it is getting a lot of attention, and again, why I want to continue to hammer on this, because it is good stuff. We need to bring this to the light of the beneficiaries and all the people out there so we can see what is really going on here. All right, so this new report was released, and here's what they found. Last year alone, fiscal year 2022. Now again, I know 2022 was a while ago, but this is the most recent information we have as of right now, okay? So fiscal year 2023 information is not out as of yet. This is the most recent data that we have. But get this. Fiscal year 2022, Social Security overpaid beneficiaries collectively $11.1 billion. That's nuts, in overpayments. Now get this, here's what they found. $6.5 billion of that overpayment went to those individuals receiving retirement benefits, survivor's benefits, and spousal benefits. $6.5 billion in overpayments. It's a lot of money right there, right? They also found that $4.6 billion of overpayments during that same period of time went to SSI beneficiaries, supplemental security income. Now, what does all this mean? It means that just in fiscal year 2022, they overpaid all of these beneficiaries $11.1 billion. It's a lot of money. Well, guess what happens? Do they just let that go and say, well, sorry, we messed up, just keep the money? No, they must try to recover that money, okay? This is where these overpayment letters come in. Not a cool thing, right? Have you ever received an overpayment letter? I hope not. And if you haven't, let's just hope that you never do receive one. But basically what they do is they send you this overpayment letter. They give you a very small amount of time to send that money back, and they're basically requesting it back. Now, in fact, as I was doing research on this, I came across one person who received an overpayment letter of $121,000. It's a lot of money, okay? This person said that they had 30 days to repay that. Who's going to find $121,000 to just willy-nilly write a check to Social Security and say, here you go, no problem whatsoever. Take my $121,000. That's insane, okay? That is not happening, okay? Nobody is going to be able to do that. The vast majority of people are not going to be able to do that, okay? So that was one of the people that I read about. There's a lot of different people out there that are getting these letters, okay? Now, that is just in fiscal year 2022. Now, get this. Collectively, as of right now, and according to this report, there's $23.1 billion of outstanding overpayments to beneficiaries out there right now that they are trying to get back. It's a lot of money. And again, the last report that came out a few months ago came out and suggested they had $21.6 billion, and now they're up to $23.1 billion. So what is that? $1.5 billion more. Sorry, I said million. I'm a fool. It's $1 billion more, right? Sorry about that. But anyway, that's what it comes down to. An extra $1.5 billion now more that they're clawing back from beneficiaries in these overpayment letters. Now, as I mentioned as well, a few weeks ago, the Social Security House Ways and Means Committee, subcommittee, had a talk about this, and the acting commissioner of Social Security even testified during that, talking about what's going on here. Who is at fault here for all this? Who's taking accountability about all this? And what are the real numbers of people that are getting these overpayment letters on an annualized basis? It's about 1 million people a year getting these overpayment letters that are going out suggesting, hey, we overpaid you, we messed up, and now you got to send us some money back, right? So obviously this is not affecting everybody. In fact, it's actually only affecting a small percentage of beneficiaries out there in total that do receive benefits from Social Security, but it's a massive amount of benefits that they're trying to get back from people that don't have any money, right? Well, this is why a lot of lawmakers are really coming back on this and saying, hey, this is not good. You're penalizing people that are low income, that are fixed income, that are seniors, that are older adults, that are people with disabilities, and you're calling back on thousands, tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars in some cases, trying to get this money back from them. They don't have it. We got to figure something out here. This is unacceptable, right? So either way, this is a very interesting process to watch play out here, because we don't know what's going to happen here, right? I've seen some speculation. Now, again, no promises. I have no clue what they're going to do about this yet. They're still trying to hammer this out. But I've seen some speculation out there and some people suggesting, let's just wipe the board clean, whip out your eraser, wipe the $23.1 billion off the board and say, okay, we messed up. Let's just erase it and act like it never happened. And then going forward, let's adjust this. If you see overpayments coming into beneficiaries, adjust it immediately and adjust the benefits for that respective beneficiary immediately going forward to adjust for the overpayments, rather than sending this overpayment letter asking for them to send a check back, basically repaying all this money, okay? Now, again, that is what I've been seeing out there in the speculations. Some people saying this is maybe going to be the approach going forward, but we don't know that for sure. That's still up in the air as of right now. We do not know if they're going to do this. Let's hope, because there's a lot of people out there that are getting these letters still as of right now. And this is not a cool situation, right? A lot of people that get the letter and say, this is nuts. There's no potential way I could ever pay this amount of money back. I don't know how they expect me to pay this. And they give them like 30 days. Hey, cut us a check in 30 days, within 30 days, for $121,000. Not happening. Even $56,000, $20-some thousand. I've seen numbers all across the board. $16,000 I've seen. There's a lot of huge numbers out there from these overpayment letters, because what happens is a lot of times these overpayments go out to beneficiaries for years and years and years before they're even noticed or recognized. Then years later, they say, oh, we messed up. Now we got to get that money back. All in one swoop, right? They paid it out over years, but yet now they expect it back in 30 days. Does that make any sense? I'm sorry. It doesn't make any logical sense, right? But anyway, we'll have to see what happens here. I like to bring these details to you so you can see what is really going on, and I'm crossing my fingers for you. I really hope that you never, ever, in the history of the world, ever receive one of these overpayment letters. It's a bad situation, right? At no fault of your own as a beneficiary, they overpay. I mean, honestly, let's be real. It's their responsibility. They're the ones who run the calculations. They're the ones who run somebody's eligibility for the program, all the things like this. But yet again, it's the beneficiary's fault, and they're the one being penalized for the overpayment. That's how it comes in, right? So that's the process here. So either way, I want to keep you updated with this. I've been seeing a lot of information popping up about this, and I thought, hey, this is a good one. We've got to talk about this because this is a huge amount of money, which, by the way, this $11.1 billion just in fiscal year 2022 was an increase of 65% of overpayments on a year-over-year basis. Generally, they see between $4 billion and $6 billion of overpayments any respective year. Now we're at $11.1 billion, okay? That's an increase of 65% according to this report. So that's craziness right there, right? That is way, way, way too high. They need to figure something out because this cannot continue the way that it's going because it is penalizing beneficiaries in a huge way, and it's disrupting the lives of a lot of people that don't have the money to pay it back. So anyway, I want to come back for you really quickly, share the details of this report here so you can clearly see what's going on and so we can all be on the same page of these reports and the headlines that are popping up out there. Otherwise, make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so. Again, totally free to do so. Leave your comments, questions, feedback down below. Share the video with your friends, family, social media. There's a share button down below. Buy the subscribe button right down there as well. Otherwise, go back and check out the other thousands of videos here on the channel or those linked down below in the description. I have a bunch of videos down there as well. Check those out. Otherwise, enjoy your day. Take care. Have a good one, and I'll catch you again later.